Niyi Akinmolayan is in the house. Nigerian leading filmmaker, director, producer, renowned for his commercially successful and impactful contributions to Nollywood. And when I say impact, really quite a lot. Wedding Party 2, Chief Daddy, Prophetess, My Village People, The Setup are just a few of the many he has done, but these ones are amongst the top 50 highest grossing Nigerian films. Now he's set to release another groundbreaking television project. It is groundbreaking. You just saw that. That's not something that we've seen in recent times. Temi and the Laba Laba Band, 13 episodes. Wonderful. Niyi, it is great to have you. Welcome.
Good to have you.
You're welcome. There's a question I want to ask, but I'm asking for other people, not because of you.
Okay.
Why do you decide to, what is that drive? What pushes you to make groundbreaking stuff, to trailblaze? You always want to do things that you don't see. I mean, you are, if you follow him and all that, you're a fantasy yourself. You're thinking of things that always, and you know that has made you kind of, you are different. Where did that passion come from?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's personal, but what I've always believed in, that we're capable of so much more, and sometimes someone has to take that step and show everyone else how it's done. I mean, you know, you're looking at all the films listed, and a lot of them are even cinema films, you know, and then there are films like Lisabi, you know, came out last year, Jagun. That's like a new direction that has even shifted the whole cinema landscape. So if we're truly Africans, as we say we are, we should understand something, that we're capable of so much more. And what I want to do in this space is constantly show people that we can't just be doing the same things every time. We can expand. We do not call ourselves an industry if we're really limited in the scope of what we're doing. Now we're exploring the children and family space, and we're doing it the way it should be done, because we believe that there is an opportunity to explore out there, as there is with every other thing that we've tried out at Unveils.
Wonderful. Now, something I know about you is that you are big on collaboration. You've told the story of how you got into the project Jagun, and of course Lisabi and all of that. You are big on, but that is something that as Africans, inside us, we don't like collaborating. Everybody wants to be an organ. Yeah, we don't like collaborating. As I don't know, it's like it's antithetical. Like something inside us say, no, I'm on my own. I can do it. But you're a proponent for collaboration. How can we spread that kind of message more? How do we let people understand that it's only by collaboration that we can do big projects?
Well, I mean, I've been told to come out and talk about these kind of things more and stop hiding in my little office. So maybe a lot of people don't know that some of the great things you see out there are products of collaboration. And that's largely because we always have this one-sided facing, you know, persona that we put out there when something great comes out. We need to change that narrative in Nigeria. Whenever something comes out and it's great and it's far-reaching, whether it's an artist that is succeeding internationally or a film that is doing well, we need to let everyone know that this isn't the work of just one person. We have that one person syndrome, that main character syndrome, you know, as Africans, and we need to change that. It's not that things aren't happening that are made out of great collaboration. It's just because we're not talking about it enough. So we're not inspiring the next set of collaborations, because then you see people come out and say, oh, if this person can do it, I can do it. Rather than say, oh, if this set of people can do it, or if this
somebody else, I don't have to do it on myself.
Exactly. So that's what we need to do.
You see, I know you've spoken about this, but let's talk about it, because I remember there's a time when, I think it started with Amazon Prime, when, you know, it seemed like you're going out, and there was something I remember a post you made something about, it's not something we should celebrate. It's something that we should think. I mean, you know, it's not the best for us. Maybe because somebody you see the person as a rival, and you think that this person, dropping this person, is good for you and all of that. But there's been a lot of controversy with the streaming platforms, Netflix and Amazon Prime and all of that. And then, you know, we heard stories that, projects are commissioned, producers were given money, but then it was a fraction of that particular monies that were used for this kind of projects and all of that. And that has changed the landscape and all of that. How can we do better as a people?
Well, stuff like that would always happen. And what I tell people is it's very easy to, you know, focus on the negatives, but we're all failing to realize something, that the sudden growth spout that has happened in Nollywood has been because of the streamers. The reason why we can pay actors what they're earning right now, pay crew what they're earning right now, is because of the streamers, and that's not coming down. If you look at the trajectory, you know, since the streamers played their role, at least for the period they were in, you see the quality of the films that are coming out. And we won't always get it right. The stories won't always be perfect. But you can tell that people are willing to spend a lot more, and people understand that they need to collaborate a lot more. I mean, we've done all the projects that we did with the streamers were huge hits. They were all products of collaboration. So that's a positive side. And you won't fix everything at the same time. The streamers today have their own responsibility. I mean, you just throw money at the problem and just wait and see. They have to be involved. They need foot on ground rather than operating from Silicon Valley and expecting magic to happen. So it's a conversation we need to have, and it's not just one-sided, you know, when we're ready to have it.
So at the moment now, how does it work now? Do people, because what we heard is that what happens is that you do your own project, and then if it's up to standard, you present to them. What's the relationship with streamers and Nollywood at the moment?
Well, so right now, they're all going through the theatrical route, okay, what we call the post, you know, theatrical release. So you have a film, it comes out in cinema. What they're doing is they're also weighing the economic issues in country, and they're saying, hey, we need to be sure that people are going to watch this thing on streaming. So the only way we can guarantee that is to first be sure they've seen these films in cinemas, and then, you know, we can take this film. Yeah, we can gauge. Unfortunately, that really shouldn't be, because there are films that really work well when it goes straight to streaming. Yes. So that affects the films that you're going to be seeing in the next couple of months and years if nothing gets sorted out, because now we need to appeal to that cinema audience, you know, and, you know, that audience, it takes a bit of work.
It does. And with all of this now, I don't know. What can we do to? It seems like it's one step back.
Well, we should keep making films. We should never stop making. This is what I say. If you're a filmmaker, make films. And the reason the streamers came was because we were making films. You know, if we weren't making films, I mean, they didn't go to neighboring African countries. You know, they didn't just come to Africa because they wanted to throw money around. They were looking for places where, you know, there was real activity, real, you know, audience consuming these films. So we shouldn't, you know, slow down. But we need to develop locally. We feel that the cinemas have, you know, we have a huge opportunity to expand. You see, I mean, how many cinemas do we have in the country? Maybe 70, maybe 80. Imagine you have 300. Imagine you have 400. It changes the dynamic entirely. And what we've not been able to prove as an industry is to show the streamers that we can generate huge numbers even locally. Because for them, success is not that the show, you know, people like the show in America.
Okay, that's the thing.
Success for them is that there is huge subscriber base
locally. Okay, but Lisabi, I remember you mentioned this when people were asking to see it in abroad and other places. But a lot of our market is outside there also. How is it that these things are released and you can view them locally, but then internationally it becomes a problem? Well,
so the streamers don't see it that way from a purely business point of view. So let me give you an example. Prime Video, you know, in America, in Canada, in the UK, is bundled as part of your, you know, Prime subscription. Meaning you don't pay. So if a film is doing well on Prime in Canada or in the UK, it's not really a success story, because then it's not really generating revenue for them if a Nigerian film is. But because we're subscribing, we're paying, you know, for the service here, then imagine if they have, you know, 300,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, 2 million
based off this local content.
What would happen is, because they have no justification to invest in the market if there is no subscriber base here. There's no reason, you know, they might as well just pick up any film. They know you're going to watch international films on their service anyway. So the question is, what makes them value the licenses, you know, the films that we make? What makes them pay a lot for it? What makes them invest in the market? They need people, and we're still battling with piracy. So it's a lot of conversations, you know, how do we partner with the telcos, you know, to ensure that we deal with some of these issues? How do we make data a bit convenient for people? How does the economy shift in a way that people can actually subscribe for this thing? So it's going to take a while. But from a strongly business point of view, and what they did with Lisabi was that they said, look, we've tested all the great films that have come out, you know, Nigeria, and while you think that there is that much reach outside the country, that is not the success we're looking for. We need it to be successful locally in Nigeria. Once they get to that threshold where they can measure the success from a subscriber count point of view, money is going to flow into the industry.
All right, let's get to this groundbreaking project you are doing, Temi and the Laba Band. It is so colorful.
I know.
It is beautiful. Tell us about it. What do we expect to see in April when this premieres? Okay,
good. April 19, Easter Saturday, is when it starts. It's going to be a 13-episode series.
Are we getting all at once, or it's
no, it's every week? And the reason why we're doing that is this. So we're changing the model a little bit. Why throw out all the episodes at once? When, if you're doing this thing and you're putting it online, you can engage the kids a bit more. So an episode drops on Saturday, an interactive, music thing drops, the day after. So many things to activate with the kids, There is a website, temiandlabalaba.com, where people can buy, there's going to be tons of merchandise, for kids, interactive stuff to play with, puzzles, and they get to win, actual stuff. So we're saying we can change the model rather than watch, turn off, and go. You can actually engage with, the content as it goes. So it's going to be really big. It's nothing anyone has tried before.
Definitely.
We're also ensuring that the quality, I mean, when we put it out, everyone was saying, oh my God, is it Nickelodeon? Is it Disney Plus?
Yeah.
That has always been our goal until if it doesn't look that great, we're not going to put it out there. But we want it to reach everyone. That's why it's going to be on YouTube. We've actually designed, the Anthill Family YouTube channel, and Temi and the Laba Band is the pilot.
Wonderful.
There are 4 other shows coming, before the end of the year that we'll be making announcements very soon. But this is a show for everyone, and it's not just for the kids; it's for family. It's those kind of shows we grew up watching.
I'm thinking about
Saturday
Vision 101.
Yes.
Speak Out. Those things are in my head, and this is what I think it will be for the kids of these days.
And it took a lot of work, because one of the things I said was that, okay, this is Anthill, we make all these kind of films. I mean, we made Mikolo, and we said, you know what, we want to make children content for kids. I'm tired of seeing children play adult roles or, play in adult, films. And I said, we're not just going to make this alone. So we sat the kids together. We discussed the idea with them. They threw in half of what you're going to be watching on the show were ideas from the kids themselves. So it's going to be a blast, for families.
It will appeal to the kids.
I want every family every Saturday, to gather together in front of a big screen like we did and watch this. And engage.
Beautiful. Now, to wrap up, how long are the episodes?
Each episode is roughly 30 minutes.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
And it drops every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
From April 19th.
13 Saturdays. That's how they do when you say something is a seasonal.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to it. Niyi, this is all of us here wishing you the best. More grease to your elbows, man.
Thank you.
Because one thing I know is that you've done stuff that people come after you. But when you are a forerunner, that's what happens.
Yes.
Because you're the one blazing the trail.
Yes.
We're looking forward to this one, and then of course we'll have the kids here come and perform.
Oh, we can't wait. They'll be
all
here.
Right. Okay. Well, you cook the food, so I won't invite you. It's your own food.
Yes, sir. I can't wait as well. Thank you.
All right. Let's head over now to the kitchen, of course, with Niyi, and see what Titi and the rest have out there. So yeah.